You doing, you little shit?
I didn't mean to.
I'm not doing
That was how you started the
everybody.
stream. It went live right when you said that.
Oh God,
That was
that's
how
good.
you started the stream.
Uh-oh.
It went live right when you said that.
There, I had my sound on. It was my fault. Okay, so, hello everybody. Hello Jennifer, Sky Dancer, Mike, Virgil, Big D, Grasshopper, Matt, Chappie, hi. I saw Rico a little while ago. I don't know if he's still here or not. But hello. And
Eddie and video's good.
for now, as people are coming in.
Hey Jennifer.
Hi Sandy.
Hey Mike.
What are you doing, little shit? Are you attacking Mario? You're going to get in trouble.
Oh wait, you just have to read Merdul's hello. Grasshopper, Annette, Dennis, Cat Hair, Rico, Red Triangle, Matt, Chappie, Mike, and Jennifer. Hey.
So I'm not sure who all is coming up tonight, but right now we have me and Ed and Bob.
The creme de la creme.
That's it. Yep. I don't know if Skipper's coming in, and I haven't heard from him or Blackie and Sarah, so I'm not sure, but we'll just kind of go with it.
Dee Dee was begging to come up earlier.
I sent Dee Dee a link, so we'll see if she shows up. I'll keep an eye open for her.
It was a lot of fun having her and Rico up last week, I tell you what.
Yeah, it was. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
There's Rico. Rico, come up.
I need to get some water from my cup. I forgot to get water. My paint cup. So I'll be right back.
Okay. There's the link if you want to come up, Rico. Mystery Snail, hi. So
I don't think he
you guys
said
got
his
some snow, huh, Bob?
We did. Most of it's melted now, but it's going to be colder tonight. It's going to be like 15 by morning. Of course, I know that's a warm day for you, but
yeah. We got up to 40 degrees today, which is the warmest it's been for like 2 weeks.
we
have
like
been
33.
in the minuses every night, like anywhere from -10 to -15 every night for the last couple weeks, and in the single digits during the day. So it has been cold.
You know that
today it got up over 40, which is the first it's been that cold or that warm for a while, and it looks like we're going to have 40 degrees for about a week now before we get snow again. Hi, Kiwi.
Yeah, it's cold. Dee Dee said it was
But we've
cold.
still got snow on the ground. It's going to take a while for it to melt.
Mike got 7 inches of snow.
You got 7 inches, or Mike?
Mike got 7 inches of snow.
Well, he's in Kansas, so that's not fair.
All right.
I know.
How much snow did you get, Bob?
I want to know how you guys measure how much snow you got.
Ed, you go first.
Well, I just watched the news. I don't know.
Same. We got like 4 inches over here, but I think Ed got a little more. I know my sister did over by the mountain.
Let's see. I took a photo of a fire hydrant. So exciting, a fire hydrant. Watch out, guys.
It is for
Oh,
dogs.
this is how we measure snow in there's Rico. Bringing him up. Hang on. First, I'm going to show you guys. I'll get you in just a second, Rico.
That's a lot of Tennessee snow.
Oh, that's quite a bit of snow.
You got 3 or 4 inches too.
Well, I'm going to show you guys how we measure snow in Wyoming.
That's my house.
Ed, you froze negatively. I didn't get quite the address. Can you put it back up?
That's how we measure snow in Wyoming.
What? I was going to say something, but it may not be too late, fam, or late enough. It's always too late. What's going on? What's that? Oh,
Nope.
Rico.
That was that was funny. I like the measurement there. What are we looking at there, Ed?
My next door neighbor has a pond, a little koi pond, or actually goldfish pond. And ponds and plants, the fish store in my town, he built this. He said he built it like 15 years ago.
Isn't
Cool.
that where Bob? You did a tour of there, not that like last year?
A couple
Yeah.
times. That's
Couple
it.
times,
Same
yeah.
place. Yeah.
You got to talk to the owner and stuff, and
One time I was there and got to talk to him with Ed. Were you that time? And Ro was with us.
I think I was.
Yeah.
So-
And
And
her
then-
son.
one time you were by yourself. I think you had gone too. I remember it was a rainy day.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. They're British or Australian. I can't remember.
I think they're Brits.
Yeah. No offense to either country, either nation.
I think they like each other.
We have
And
a-
the best way to measure the snow in Wyoming is with your tongue.
No.
See, that's just not a fair measurement. It just depends on the person.
Right. I've seen Pam lick her eyebrows before.
We have a British person in the house right now.
Oh, yeah? Can you
Who's
bring
that?
him on?
No, they're sleeping.
Can you wake him up? This is
Oh,
like
in
the
your
afternoon
house.
for him. He's used to being up at this hour.
They're 5 hours ahead of us. So, yeah, it would be 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, so he should be all ready. We
They
just want to hear
just-
his accent.
He came in yesterday.
Thank you, Merdule, for ponds and plants.
Hi, Daniel.
There's Dee Dee. Dee Dee, get the link and come up.
I sent you the link, Dee Dee,
Oh,
but I'll put it in the chat too.
Dee Dee said she's tired of putting on all that makeup.
Well, she has natural beauty. She doesn't need makeup.
She doesn't need beauty. Or natural makeup. She doesn't need beauty.
I haven't worn makeup
don't think
in so
I've ever
long
seen
that
her
I
with
don't even remember when.
Oh, she's got a face? I never
Me neither, Pam.
I didn't think that she had a war
Face.
makeup.
Oh.
Dee Dee.
Yeah. Ed, you were ballsy sitting below her on the panel Sunday night. Tell you.
So was she. I looked up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait a minute. What?
I'm just kidding, Molly.
On the Fish Mafia panel Sunday night, Ed was right below her, sitting below her.
I actually walked into my bedroom before I decided to come up, and as soon as I got close to the door, I heard. So I thought, okay, yeah, I guess I'll go stream. Michelle's snoring; she's sleeping deep.
Well, that's nice
She's
of you.
not YouTube ready. What a crock. Get on up there, like Merdule said.
That's what I heard, Matt.
What do you have to do to be YouTube ready?
Did he have- Yep.
Clothes, maybe.
Oh my God, our new vet was at our meeting the other night that used to be a volunteer there for several years. And I'm like, can I get your picture for our new brochures? And she's like, I'm not picture ready. Okay. She did tell me I could steal the one off their website. So.
That's cool that
Maybe.
she was a volunteer there for so long. At least you
She
know what you're
was.
getting into.
Yeah,
You know?
she was. And it was awesome. She was on the board. She was in charge of like the off hours kennel team. So that took a huge on-call slot away from me.
Dennis said that his surgery went well, right? I saw that earlier when I first came in.
That too.
I'm wondering if there he is. Yeah, I'm getting better data. I can feel the difference. I'll be hurting pretty good when they're done. And what about the other stuff, Dennis? Too. I know you got some back issues as well. Is that in the pipeline? I was just curious. We don't get to talk. Dennis and I used to talk all the time, like every day. We don't get to see each other very much these days. So
Can I be rude and say what was his surgery?
it was his knee, I think he said, right? His knee, and it was just 3
he
weeks
had
ago.
a knee replacement.
Oh,
And he said he was able to take a walk today.
that's great.
to take the dogs for a walk.
When was your? It was like 2 weeks ago, week ago. It was
He
recent.
said, "What's that?" I didn't catch what you said, Bob.
Oh, I said, when was the
Oh,
surgery? I know it was
yeah, he
recent.
said like 3 weeks ago. It was just 3 weeks ago, and
Oh, okay.
he's up walking around and doing some things,
Uh-oh.
and not a lot of pain compared to what he used to have, at least in that spot.
I did it Thursday.
Thursday, wow. 3 weeks
3
after
weeks
surgery.
after surgery. Gotcha. Okay.
So what are you working on, Ed?
Well, right now I'm painting the backs of my Aquashella trophies.
So cool.
Oh, starfishies.
So, yeah, here, this one I haven't touched
Yeah, let me
yet.
see.
This is the
Nice.
silver. And it's for the Dallas Aquashella that's, I don't know, September or no, August, I think.
August, yeah. That one looks
So-
kind of like he's dancing. Or she.
Down,
I didn't
down,
see
down.
it first.
Oh,
It's a
more like
she.
this probably. All right, that wasn't the coolest drum set, but yeah. So I got to paint the backs, and it's so cold in here. I didn't shake the paint good enough for the first one, and it came out like poop. So I'm going to have to redo the. I don't want to give these mini coats. The backs don't really matter, but see, the paint didn't come out good because it was so cold.
Oh, huh.
So I got to shake it a lot better.
I remember when I was a kid, we went to California on vacation, and we stopped at a beach. And I remember my dad got a bunch of starfish because they were everywhere. So he picked up a bunch of starfish and had them in a bag in the trunk. And I remember we had to pull over and throw the starfish away because they smelled horrible.
They were alive?
Evidently they were alive when he picked them up, and they died in the bag, and it was really nasty.
Gosh.
So evidently
have
when you
them
buy
on ice.
starfish, they dry them out somewhere for a while.
If you had a
Oh.
dog in the car, it probably could hear them screaming.
Probably.
They're probably going,
Mhm.
but only like dog level hearing.
They were praying for high tide.
Geek Boy says he wants to know whose phone number is written on the palm of Ed's hand.
Oh, nobody. I just wanted to make sure that I spelled Daphne right.
Who is she?
Now, Ed, did you tell us what was?
Frozen Daphne.
Oh,
Did you tell us what the stuff for Chicago was, or were we gonna? I forgot if you were gonna.
Oh, you know, that's interesting because we were talking about it and I got like diverted and totally forgot. But I thought I would do like a pirate coin. You know, like the bloom or something.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, that's a good one,
Yeah.
and that'll make a great looking medal.
Yeah, because it'll be round. I'll put like a skull on it, but I have to have a flat place to write on it. So maybe I'll write across the head or something. Maybe I'll just do a skull. I don't know. We'll see.
Dogs. Your protege again, Pam. Come on, Mala. Oh, habits. I'm filling up the 180. It'll be done in about an hour. No, maybe 10 minutes.
I figured you were just in the bathroom.
No. Well, yeah, actually, that would be perfect. That would be an old man's dream to have a toilet in here with all the tanks. It was an episode on the Golden Girls. They left the new toilet in the living room. Sophia's like, that's Dexter's dream. By the TV, no less.
Oh, that's what Coke bottles are for. Oh, nobody said anything.
Hey, Dee Dee.
Dee
Dee!
Don't ask for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to get clean.
Yeah, it's clean.
Okay.
Dee Dee,
I'm
what's
never
shaking?
gonna forget that. I'm never gonna forget that. I'm gonna bring that up at least once a week or so for like the next 10 years.
Awesome. What's shaking, Dee Dee? All right.
Oh, Lord have mercy. But yes, I have a daggone face, Bob.
Do what?
I have a face.
You have a face. You know what I meant, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yep. And you're not mad. That's cool.
No, heck no. If I got mad about that, I wouldn't be up here.
Well, that's true. You could be here for revenge.
Ouch.
Well, there's better ways to pop revenge.
You're not that desperate for something to do.
I do have your address.
Oh, God.
I feel like I should be working on something here, like some
That'd
kind of
be
artsy thing.
Nope. I've got something to do, but I forgot what it is. It's not arty stuff.
Oh, here's something arty.
Yeah, you did that yourself,
Cool.
didn't you?
Oh, a skipper sticker.
Nice.
Got that in the mail today.
Just like a skipper sticker.
I don't have a skipper sticker.
He just sent it out Thursday, and I got it today.
I just sent a Bob Kaler sticker out 2 days ago in the mail.
God bless them.
I need to get some new ones. I'm gonna talk to my daughter tomorrow and see if she can't make up some new ones for me. I have a whole bunch of people that have asked, and I just haven't sent any out for months.
Go ahead, Ed.
I sent Bob's to Degenerate.
Oh, nice.
I thought we had already. No, it was Stephen too. Swap.
Dick Boy says we do not want to see you working on your starfish report.
My starfishes are pretty.
What was I going to say? Oh,
Excuse me.
This is probably enough water to turn the stuffs back on. Oh, look at them. Hey, babies. What y'all doing? What you doing? They're such good kids. His big old burn healed up so nicely.
Oh, cool. Oops, where'd he go?
In the floor with me.
Oh, okay. Oh, you can't even see it.
It's the other side, but
Before it
I'll
was
be able to see it.
black.
It wasn't
It was
quite
kinda
full
cool
enough to
looking
fill
down
up
in the
after
dark.
all.
Poke it with a stick and see if it's tender.
Hey,
No, they poke back. I have a feeling. I always want to stay on their good side.
Yeah.
Yep. These guys you don't want to piss off. I don't think.
boy, Ed would be one heck of a nurse, wouldn't he?
He
No, I would not. I get grossed out by everything.
He'd be
Like-
like, oh, he can't hurt.
I'm with you, Ed.
I don't even watch it when they give me shots. I have to look the other way.
Yep. My wife and daughter dig that stuff. They watch all those shows, and no,
I do
I
too.
used to do that.
I
Jesus.
absolutely hate them all. Yeah, I don't watch any of them.
Can't
Oh,
handle
man.
any of that.
I can do all that stuff.
45 years of the real stuff. It's enough for me. I changed the channel now.
Well,
I'm
Bob's
with you, Ricky.
Yeah, Bob's a pro though, man. He could do it all.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, changing the baby's poopy diaper is still sick on me. But yet I can, all the blood and guts don't bother me.
I could never do a diaper. Well,
Oh, God.
Well, I
I
had.
don't want to say that. I might be able to if it was my kid and I had to, because I'm really good at sucking it up when it matters. Like when I was a hockey coach, I had a kid get his skin stuck in the glass of the walls, and it pinched like a perfect diamond of flesh out of him. And I was able to clean him up, pull it together, and put those little weird Band-Aids that look
Scary
like
strips.
kayak things. Yeah. And patched him up and sent him to the hospital with his mom.
And did his mom prefer charges?
No, she really liked me a lot. I think she liked
She
me a
said
little
he
too
does
much.
this once a week.
Hockey moms.
Yeah, she was freshly divorced, and I think she liked me way too much.
Oh, wait. Oh, there's a
Sending their
second
kid out there to
chapter.
get bashed up just to get next to the coach.
Yeah. Well, her kid was pretty awesome. He was a great player.
You know-
oh no, yeah, he was awesome.
You know, Ed, when we finally do meet, we're gonna know all each other's stories already.
Right.
I knew
Yeah.
that story. I remembered it.
Sorry.
That's no. It's just that I'm gonna know all the stories when we finally do meet.
It's not really a lead-in story, so.
Oh, darn it.
But you know, good friends act like they never heard it and laugh anyway.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, me and my buddy do that all the time. And after I tell the story, he'll like, "That's like the 7th time you told me that." You know, he does the same thing to it. I just sit and listen, and then I tell him though. Yep, that's the 12th time.
But after a certain point, you don't get many new stories.
And sometimes I forget too, though. I mean, I'm very forgetful at this age, so yeah, I'll forget that he told me the story, and it'll sound a little familiar. You know, like I think I've heard this before. You know.
Ed's told me one particular story the last 3 times we've gone somewhere together.
Oh no, which one?
Well, I can't say it on here, Ed. That one.
Okay.
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about that one.
Uh-oh.
Nope. That one.
I couldn't tell that to Rico because he'd end up just telling it to everybody.
Oh,
That's
dear
true.
God.
That is 100% true.
No, not that one. It would be the Dee Dee one. Or kind of. The other one.
You're not
Yeah,
supposed to
right.
tell them about my dreams.
Dig it.
Those
You
little
said
birds
it.
had dreams.
You said it. I didn't say it. Okay.
But do tell.
Right. That's one you didn't tell me, Ed. But I'd like
Did you
to
see
hear
that? I got the stick right out of that sucker.
this sucker.
You sucked the stick right out of it?
No, I yanked it right out of it.
He just killed us, eh? So many opportunities for free.
Dee Dee's impressed. Yeah. Who wouldn't be?
Yeah.
Hey, Surf City.
Time changes.
I can
tonight?
top that.
I was thinking that, Rico.
It is? I didn't. Jeez.
Look at
Uh-oh.
I thought it was still like a couple weeks away.
What does that say, Ed?
it says Aquaticon, Nashville.
No,
Cam, don't blow that up.
That's not what
Whatever
that says.
you do. I'm not-
It's the Keystone Clash shirt. Bruiser gave this to Rico.
Well,
to
it's
give to
smaller
me.
than
Yes.
Aw.
it's smaller than a postage stamp to me on here. So literally.
2021 Keystone Clash.
There you go. Oh, okay. Cool.
You know what? I'm just going to be honest. I don't care for that shirt that much.
Yeah,
The color or the
The
design?
design of it, I think they could do a better job on. I love the Keystone Clash. It's the only event I get to go to, and I absolutely love all the people involved. But I just feel like they could do a better job on the shirt. I really do.
Who designed that one?
I honestly don't know, and it's probably somebody that I've talked to and and I just hurt their feelings. So
I think it's their same design every year, just a different color.
It's constructive criticism, though. Right?
Because, I mean, if you don't like it, you don't like it.
Yeah.
That's right.
They ought to just do this one right here, the CCY one. Whoever, the two sister clubs. Okay, they got the two sister clubs right down here.
yeah, Cycling Club of York and the Lancaster
this
County
club-
Aquarium Society.
This club should have designed the shirt, but I bet you $100 this did. The one that has
You can kind of see that, yeah.
it has
the
a
Amish-
molly and an angelfish pulling a wagon.
Pulling an Amish buggy.
Oh, God. Isn't that a little racist?
Yeah,
Or more
probably.
than a little racist, probably. I don't know. I'm asking.
Well,
Where do you draw the line?
I think anything can actually be racist. It's
I do
just
too, Ed.
Whenever you want to call racist, you can do it.
Exactly.
It doesn't really hold the weight it used to hold, unfortunately.
Do what now?
It doesn't hold the weight of what it used to hold.
Oh, the word racist. Racism. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It's very
But
true.
it's used so much now.
Yep. Oh, crap. I forgot to put the last of my Prime in here. Hang on,
The last time
fish.
you what?
Prime. I put for 100 gallons in, but I didn't put the 80 gallons in, and it's full. All right. Help is on the way.
Speaking of that shirt, the version from this year is going to have Fish Fam for the Clash logo on it
Nice.
because we are one of the sponsors. So not the logo, I'm sorry, just the name on the back. Because on the back of that shirt, it's got all the things. But Fish Fam is turning into one of the biggest sponsors for the event.
If I come, will they put Chattanooga Ed on there?
If you sponsor it,
I'll give them
Okay.
$25.
You pay, you can play.
I'll wear it on my show. Hey, yesterday I talked about my great cousin, my second cousin Joanne that made these on Etsy, and Matt posted the link to it, and she got 2 sales. Mary Beth
Cool.
bought one, and Lisa up in Washington got one.
nice. But it's just the one team?
No, she does any team you want,
Oh, okay.
but she also had like all sorts of animals, like bears and all sorts of stuff. But she has like quilts. She sells baby quilts. It just, she probably figured I'm more of a coaster guy than a baby quilt guy.
Yeah.
I would
I'm sure
agree
you don't
with
have a lot of baby quilts hanging around your house.
Yeah.
that. Or maybe you do. I mean, we don't know.
Actually, I used to buy. There used to be a Amish market near me in Missouri, and every time one of my friends would have a baby, I would go there and buy a quilt from it. And they were like $75, and I thought it was well worth it because they were worth, I think, a lot more than $75.
Oh, yeah. Amazing.
But I started having to draw the line because, like, if it was a friend that worked with me, I couldn't give it to him at a work baby shower because then everybody at work expected one.
Gotcha.
And
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking 100 babies a year. Can't do that.
That's crazy talk.
Yeah.
Can't be
It's
buying
a-
blankets for all these babies.
Real cold winter, 150 babies. We have an Amish market near here, about
yeah?
30 minutes. And yeah, have you never been? It's over by Etowah.
There's
Past Athens.
there's a one up in the mountain, like north of my town too.
Well, these people live there. I mean, it's a settlement. They drive the wagons and stuff. But their garden stuff is they sell regular stuff, but they sell mostly Amish stuff, and they only deal in cash, of course. And you can't. You can use your phone in there, but they don't have a cash register. It's just a cigar box kind of
Yeah.
deal.
We don't have. I'm not aware of anything like that around us. There's a lot of Amish and Mennonite all around us here, but I'm not aware of any like that type of thing. But you can go just a couple miles down the road, and there's a booth where there's bread put out every day, and cheeses and pies, and
So they
Ooh,
can
that
get
and-
something to eat.
and
Jesus.
they also come and you can go there and get some work done on your house or something. They do a great job on your house, as long as your house looks like a barn.
right?
If you leave the cheese out, are you guaranteed to see a Mennonite?
What, wait a minute, what? If
If
you
I
leave the cheese
go
out,
there and put some cheese out where you leave the cheese and stuff,
yeah,
are you guaranteed one's going to show up to get the cheese?
maybe not one, maybe it's 3 Mennonite.
That would be
Whatever
worth
you're
the
into,
photos.
Ed. You know,
I think you mixed in your racisms, Ed. That's you're talking about the pot of gold and the what are those guys?
leprechauns.
Leprechauns. I was trying to say dwarfs. Now I'm mixing mine. Yeah.
Well, you leave bird food out to see birds.
Yeah.
If you're going to leave cheese out to see Mennonites, you better see some.
Well, you can leave cheese out and maybe I'll show up. I mean, that's
Well, that's true.
And the leprechaun thing, when I graduated from 8th grade, we're all up on the stage, right? I'm sitting next to my friend, and he bumps me. He's like, dude, look. And he goes, there's a leprechaun. And he, down in the, in the audience there was this guy in a very emerald suit. He had a big ginger beard, and he's like, you look like a leprechaun. And he's telling me, look at that leprechaun. I was like,
Cool.
That's my dad, you asshole. My dad looked like a leprechaun that day.
Oh,
Was he
another
wearing
piece
green?
of the puzzle.
Hey,
See,
Rex.
where I'm from is Amish. I'm from Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, and there's lots of horse and buggy people
Yeah.
there. And the Walmart actually has a hitching post section to tie up their horses as they ride their buggies in the Walmart.
Yeah, we have some of them like that. Not all of them. The one that's south of us is like that. That county has a lot of Amish people there.
Full house. There's Dr. Anthony. I sent him some plant soup. Dee Dee got hers in okay, Dr. Anthony. Hers was okay.
Oh, Jennifer Weaver said they come to her door with veggies and baked goods, much cheaper and fresh. When I was a kid, we used to do that too. I remember we used to get our eggs from an Amish fella, and my dad didn't pay him, so he showed up one day to get paid, and we all had to hide from the Amish guy. That's one of my childhood memories.
What
You
was
don't
it?
wanna
They
make
had
the
the
Amish
Amish
mad.
Mafia show or something for
Yeah.
a while.
Yeah.
My niece's husband dabbles in backyard chicken keeping. They've got a little farm, and I get 18 eggs. Any Sunday I go over there.
Nice.
They won't let me pay 'em.
They taste so much better. It's
They
amazing.
do. They really
It's
do.
amazing.
Even if they're no matter what color, they're different colors, but they're all good. I got for Christmas. I gave him stuff for his chickens, like a swing for them and a skewer, like to put vegetables on. And
Oh, to put them on the grill. That's what I was thinking.
no,
We wanted to do that too. We wanted to have chickens, but we just never have.
you may know the chicken chick. You might be interested in checking her out. She's got a really nice channel, and she knows her birds.
Chicken chick.
I used to follow her. And in fact, she's in PA, up in that area. Yeah, the chicken chick. She's really cool. She keeps
Chicken chick.
bees.
It's fun to say.
You know, one of my buddies, when he gives us eggs, there might be two blue ones. You know, they look like Easter eggs, like very pastel colored eggs.
Huh.
Because he has all different kinds of chickens, and he just puts them, you know.
But they all taste the same, and there's no difference. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Not that I can tell.
We
Hey,
had the-
Beps.
You think you could? Are you an egg connoisseur? Aficionado?
They
Did you
taste the
tell a
same.
Rhode Island red egg from one of the ones with the hairy, furry feet?
He's got those. Yeah.
Hobbits?
Guinea hen eggs taste just like eggs too.
The ones with the
Silkies?
feathers at the bottom. Silkies.
Yeah. He had some guineas to protect the chickens when they were small juveniles from the hawks, and the hawks got the damn guineas.
Did you ever see the pizza place that was called Jesus Crust?
No.
Oh, Lord, no.
It's a real pizza place. I think it's called Jesus Crust.
I had to show that. That's one of my favorite little cartoons.
Let me see it. Where is it? Did I miss it?
You did.
You did miss it.
Well, I'm trying to watch chat,
Okay,
Pam
Pam
doesn't care about us.
Pam was
and I'm
fast.
watering my plants too. Pam is just fast. It's too fast.
You don't mess with a woman that's fast like her.
There.
Pam means business. boy.
Now I can't read that. Just tell me
It says-
what it says.
We'd like to talk to you about Jesus. It's a bunch of mice knocking on a door.
The
They're
church mice.
church mice.
That's the one, Pam, that you showed, and I couldn't remember what the punchline was. But yeah, I love that.
Oh man, I made cabbage today with this seasoning that Steven sent up here, and I'm telling you what, that was awesome.
How'd you make it?
What seasoning is it?
I just had some chicken stock, some cabbage, and that seasoning
Iraq.
in that box, and New Orleans sausages from Johnsonville. I didn't have to add anything to it
Oh.
at the table.
It sounds like a special sauce.
It
I
sounds
can't
good.
pronounce it. It's
And,
French.
Speaking of that, thanks for reminding me. I see Daniel Velez is in here.
Daniel.
So I don't know. Is Weigel's hot dogs? Do they have those? I don't know if those are like a local.
Weigel's hot dogs.
Weigel's, you have those out there. Anyways, Daniel,
know if we
they
have
have
them here.
a chorizo one too. They're chicken chorizo, but I haven't tried them yet. But they look pretty good. So she bought those since the ones that you sent me were so delicious.
Nice.
Oh,
Now, are those Jewish hot dogs?
Zweigel's? I don't know if they're kosher or not. If that's what you mean.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yes. I remember when Steven did the giveaway for that stuff.
Yeah. I wouldn't begin to even know how to say that.
Well, it's Cajun, isn't it? So
Yes.
close to French, so it's probably like
Ooh.
there.
Yeah. Exactly like
ABECTOUS.
That's my snail it's hugging too.
It's got peppers in it. It's called the spicy blend. It was good.
I don't know what Chiral is. Chial. Oh, chorizo. Oh. Sure. Dr. Awesome.
Okay.
We do get some Mexican chorizos up here that are pretty good, but I've never had the other style. What you got, Ed?
Can you guess what fish I'm going to make? I'm going to keep making it, and then I'll paint it on another day.
So
A Cory.
Okay, go back to everybody else. Nobody wants to
No.
see this.
No, stay with Ed.
two of us guessed, and you didn't say anything.
A dumpling fish, Steven says.
Wait,
Bird Garden.
Dumpling fish.
Rack, come up. He says, I don't have any new projects. I'm just up
That's
here.
okay. No, everybody's just talking. Come on up.
Don't have one either.
I'm just waving my arms around.
Well-
Rack, come hang out with us.
and I'd love to hear about how Rack's weather fared.
They said
Like-
we might get snow tonight, too.
Oh, I bet they had worse over there.
We got wind.
Petey,
we
you're
got-
in the Carolinas?
Yes. We did lose power this morning. We heard the transformer blow. It's like, hey, go on. It was
Our
out
cables
about
suck.
2 hours.
Are you guys getting wind too with your snow, or is it
We did last night here
Yeah.
in Tennessee. Yeah.
same
had
here? We've got a
thunder
gale
last night.
warning right now. Right now. I've been talking dating too much. Gale warning right now.
A gale. It's a gale.
Gale warning.
Blowing a gale out there, y'all.
Remind me after this to go check out the Bird Garden videos, the live stream, and see if there's snow on the ground on his 24/7 live stream, which is really awesome to watch.
I bet there is, and I bet it's deeper than ours.
24/7 live stream.
A pufferfish.
Hello, Dr. Anthony.
Well, hi there.
Hey,
Hey,
what's up,
Dr.
Dr.
Anthony.
Awesome?
Howdy.
So after tomorrow, we don't have another freezing day until at least the end of the month, which is amazing for March in upstate New York.
I would have never dreamt we were going to have snow at this point. All the
No.
trees were blooming,
Yeah.
everything.
That's
That was
hopefully it
amazing.
doesn't hurt any of the fruit and stuff. Hopefully nothing,
Well, I know all the Bradford pears had already popped.
Yeah.
that could
I don't
damage
think. Can it? I started to say I don't think anything can kill them. They're everywhere down here.
I mean, if the blooms get frozen, yeah, it could definitely hurt the crops. I mean, we've sometimes have that here because we live in apple country. In fact, by volume, this is the second largest apple growing county in the United States.
Oh, wow.
Where's the first one? Vermont.
Washington. Yeah, Washington
It should be,
somewhere.
because I've lived in apple country in Washington before.
Yeah, it's in Washington somewhere.
When I was a kid, my grandma had an apple tree in her backyard, and man, I loved that tree. I used to climb on it and eat the apples, and she made apple cake, apple bread, apple pie,
Oh,
apple
yeah. I had
butter.
This
such
isn't
a bumper crop of apples one year when I was in Montana that the branches were breaking on the trees from the weight of the apples.
Oh,
The snapping the branches, so I was making apple everything, and one thing I made that my kids just absolutely fell in love with was started making because I had the whole freezer full of pies ready to bake, apple pies. Like I'd get them all ready, like just before you put them in the oven, then I'd freeze them. So I had the whole freezer was full of apple pies. So I started making cinnamon rolls, and then instead of raisins, I would chop up little apple chunks and put
Raisins?
in it.
Hmm.
So they were like
Raisins and cinnamon rolls?
with chunks of apple instead of raisins, and that was.
I would
pretty
much
good.
rather have chunks of apples. I
I
actually
would
just
not
bought some
ruin the
apple
cinnamon
bread
roll with the
yesterday.
raisins.
You know what? We're all being really rude. Dr. Anthony just came up here, and we haven't even let him talk yet.
He doesn't need to talk.
I have nothing to talk about. I just saw that come to, I saw the StreamYard. I thought I would put my ugly mug on. You guys
Well-
forgot about me.
You're the smart guy. Teach us something.
Right.
The apple trees, Pam, all of ours are hybrids. They're all these tiny little. They're all like, it looks like a vineyard. There's all the lines, and they're all attached to the lines and stuff, and so there's no real branches to break. It's weird. They're all the tallest ones are maybe 6 foot tall at the most.
Yeah,
only
the
thing
apple
that
trees I had
know-
in my yard were like old-fashioned apples, and I
Yeah.
don't even know what kind they were, but man, like I said, there were so many of them that the branches were actually breaking underneath the weight.
The only thing that I know about apple trees is that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Sometimes it does, though. Sometimes it gets kicked across the road.
But
Sometimes
didn't
it
fall
needs to
far
be
from
kicked.
the tree.
Sometimes
Yeah.
a squirrel
Fail
grab it and take it a mile away.
Right.
Something else moves it, but it don't fall far from the tree. Unless the tree's over a cliff.
Yeah. And sometimes it should be.
Yeah, they do grow like that.
Well, Dr. Anthony taught me something yesterday.
What'd I teach you?
Say it ain't so.
Well, I was like, I've thought about this many times. Why isn't there any big alligators or crocodiles in the Amazon? All there is these caiman. And, most caiman I think are like 5 foot or smaller. But he said there's a black caiman that gets up to 10 foot long, did you say?
Yeah.
Now, could we take some of our American alligators and put them in there so they would have some good gators?
Yeah, probably. I would not. I do not advocate that, though.
I didn't think so. I was kind of being silly.
There
But
is actually an alligator farm right next to our research center, and when we had the big flood last year,
Hey, Rack.
some of those alligators extinct.
oh no!
Oh,
People had alligator soup for the next month.
Well, I was wondering, maybe the alligators don't do well because maybe they're picked off by all the fish when they're babies.
Well, and they're being overfished by the people too. See, I've only seen one snake in my life in 14 years going to the Amazon. I've never seen a wild caiman at all.
Huh.
Wow.
They
One
just-
snake?
If they see them, they kill them. And they
Did
eat
you
'em.
say one snake, Dr. Anthony?
One snake? Only one snake.
Oh my God, I see more than that every summer.
Oh yeah. When I lived in Louisiana, they were a dime a dozen. Especially the water snakes. We'd go out and catch water snakes every night, but never there.
There's a little bird watching
Don't they
place
have
right
the
down
big
the road.
anacondas there?
Supposedly yes, but I've never seen it.
Huh.
There's a little bird watching place right down the road, and one day Michelle and I got out there, and the grass was pretty tall, and she's like, "No, I don't want to get out. There's probably snakes." I'm like, "There's no snakes," and I took a step, and there was a huge snake right by my foot. She screamed, and I was like, "Okay, so there's snakes." It was the timing of it was perfect. There's no snakes. I knew there was snakes, but I wasn't going to tell her that. I wanted her to, come hang out.
There was a snake in the grass. You're saying?
Yes, there was.
you find them everywhere, even in the city.
Rack, you gonna entertain us? How about Freebird?
Play some ukulele.
I'll give you a quarter to Dr. Anthony. I got your Facebook message. Thank you very much.
No problem.
I look forward to having you on the Bird Talk show.
Nice.
I'll give you the bird, all right.
You know what bird that is?
Uh-oh.
Red-winged
Red-winged
blackbird.
blackbird.
Nope.
Oh wait, I want to guess. I love
Yeah.
red-winged blackbirds.
It's a free
No, you
bird.
had it on. You had it on your channel the other night. I forgot now.
That's the northern cardinal.
That's right.
Yeah, I call it the red bird on this ukulele.
Any
Oh, is
guesses?
that the same
Battle
thing?
No free bird, Rico.
How about
Laddie.
Wonderwall?
But close to free bird.
Stairway to Heaven. You were playing it the other night.
Oh my God! You want Stairway to Heaven?
Hold on, I've
It's
got
in
a
there
lot of
somewhere.
candle. I've got a lot of candle. Hold on.
Yeah, do I have a lighter?
My phone.
There's a lady who should.
She's certain. There's no doubt in her mind.
That was good.
Oh, I just got a match out. I was going to light it.
Yeah, at the time I downloaded a Bic Lighter app, and I did that at a pub, and my daughter's my son-in-law was playing. He was in the band, and my daughter leaned over and said, "Dad, we don't do that anymore. We just turn the light on."
Yeah, but the lighter is just so
That's no
much better.
fun.
You know, there's so much more heart in the lighter.
Absolutely.
Especially when you burn your thumb, you've been holding up there forever, and then it's
Yeah,
really
you
hot.
can't light anything with a flashlight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what the
Come on, baby, light my fire.
you know
Come
what
on,
the
baby, light my
most
fire.
spoken word in the 70s was?
Word
Cool.
up.
The word
Cool.
ear. Ear was the
Ear?
most. Yep.
Like-
Ear.
Oh, here. I thought it was peace.
Followed by peace. Hey, I heard
I
you
guess that
dad
would go
joke
back to
tonight.
serious.
You guys allow dad jokes?
I love
Always.
dad jokes.
Which knight invented the round table?
Oh no.
Circumference.
Circumference. I love that. I love
I
that.
love stupid jokes.
Otherwise, just known as conference.
Before he became known, he was just a conference. What if he was
Conference.
round before he was a sir?
Conference.
That was good.
Excuse me, man.
I can't remember jokes.
I've got a bird chase in the morning. We got the rare bird hanging around. First record in Northeast Tennessee of a white-winged dove. I got to go.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, there's 3 inches of snow and it's 16 degrees, so it's going to be one of those bird chases.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
he timed it. He timed it.
I've been to the Arctic. It wasn't this cold.
You know, I should take some pictures of these doves or pigeons that I found in Prospect Park when I lived in Brooklyn and show them to you, Rick.
You should.
They were 2 solid white doves, and I'm like, oh, how pretty. And I start walking, and they're like, pick us up. So I picked them up, and they stayed with me. I took them home, and they didn't ever wanted to leave, but I finally moved their butts out to the backyard, and they finally left. But I thought they were injured. But I think
I
they were
remember
pets.
finding a
Yeah.
dove's nest in a sagebrush one time
Oh,
with a couple little babies in it.
I bet there's some interesting tropical doves. There's so many here in the United States. You know of any of those, Dr. Anthony?
The only doves I see in Iquitos are pigeons.
The old rock pigeon.
The old rock dove. That's right. Yep.
The Dutch Flyer. They don't get enough credit for their flying ability.
What shirt are you wearing, Ed?
The Keystone Clash.
So you are a sponsor.
See? That's what I'm saying.
He's a wannabe.
I get no
I'm
love.
sponsored as well.
Hey, man.
WTF, man.
This magazine says that I've got 150,000 subs.
I
Hey,
saw
Bob,
that.
did you read
and
this?
Congratulations, Ed, by the way. I heard you talk about it. It's amazing.
I'm not into porn. I'm too old for it.
Well, Bob, you're all about this thing. Bob,
Oh, what is
they
it?
called Bob up, and he talked all about the nitrogen cycle.
Oh, the interview, the article.
Oh, Bob
Yeah.
owns a pet store. That's right.
Yeah. Did you get to read this, Bob?
It was an online. I told him it was an online.
It's
shop.
not.
It's okay, Bob. I've been interviewed by magazines like that, and I lied too.
No, I didn't lie. I did. I recorded it. Actually, no, I didn't.
I've sent letters to magazines. I mean,
Letters.
can't believe it happened to me.
Your penthouse.
Oh, absolutely awesome.
They wanted to come, and look at the fish, and I said, "Go take pictures of Ed's fish. He's desperate to get those fish published somewhere."
And I
Thank
love
you,
the
Bob.
care they take in the captions and so forth.
Yeah.
Even though a lot of them are wrong.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and they didn't put like my
But
prettiest
with the
guppy.
best of intentions.
I
Yeah,
know.
they got
Ed,
a
I
great
noticed that.
story out. They met their deadline.
Yeah. Well,
Nice.
still, Ed got to be, out there a little bit more. And they did talk about the hobby. So overall, a positive.
Oh,
Oh,
it definitely
yeah.
was, and no one promised on the front end it was going to be peer reviewed, right, Dr. A?
That's right.
Yeah.
I thought the article flowed well. I gave a comment on it. I took a temporary subscribership or whatever.
And no one was hurt. No one. It was a good article.
I think so too.
See you, Sandy.
It's almost like reading a newspaper. Half of it's wrong.
Not going to let the truth get in the way of a good
I'm
story.
still waiting for my copy, though.
Yeah, and what about the autographed copies, Ed? How are you going to
Yeah.
dispense those?
Yeah.
Well, all you got to do is tell the Keystone Clash they need to get me on a T-shirt so I can afford to buy a whole lot of these. No, they're actually free though, Bob. Go to Fizz
I know.
City.
I know.
We want them autographed, Ed. How are you going to decide who gets an autographed one?
Where would I autograph the Macho Man shirt?
No.
You
No,
autograph
you
the
don't.
first page of your article.
Yes.
I
Maybe
want
I could
mine
get Rob
framed
to
in.
autograph it too then.
Yep. Yeah.
And you need to take out the picture of him in the kayak without his PFD on.
That's right.
Collecting things illegally too.
Oh, look at
We need to facilitate mediation between Rico and that guy.
Yes. He angered me.
Aquarium.
Speaking
Him and
of
his
collecting, I
hobby
have not
building.
received my item that Rob collected for me.
Patrick wants to know where he can buy a copy of the magazine.
it's a free magazine. It's called Chatter. It's the Chattanooga magazine. And
Chattanooga Times.
but it's a really nice magazine. I mean, it's all colored pages and
I've got a bunch of old issues.
It's no Arizona
That's
highways,
awesome,
but it's
Ed.
still pretty
That's
impressive.
fantastic.
Yeah, it's no Sunset magazine, that's for sure.
Sunset.
Highlights. That's the one I like. Highlights.
It's not parade or
That's
anything,
right.
but
Did you see? Oh, Dee Dee. Did we see Patrick's comment, Dee Dee?
Yeah, Pam asked it. I didn't see it till Pam asked it.
Well, what did Pam ask?
Myrtle linked the actual digital comment. I'm sorry.
Where
Dee.
you can get a copy of the magazine at.
Oh, okay.
There's a digital version of it.
Oh, I do remember hearing that now.
timesfreepress.com.
Way to go, Myrtle.
Right.
Good job.
Right.
Have you guys
And,
seen my video that Myrtle did the score for?
I have
Hurry up,
not.
get home, Sandy.
Yeah, Myrtle made a song for me, and I set it to Red Wing Blackbird. You guys,
I've seen it. Yeah.
you like the Red Wing? Wasn't that a great song, Bob?
bye bye Blackbird.
And
Yeah,
those
that
Red
was
Wing
it.
Blackbirds were just
Here I
posturing.
go.
They've never shown off so much.
That
Or
was it.
Myrtle,
Blackbird singing in the dead of night.
that's
You
my
know,
favorite.
No,
all
man,
those
I got to learn
Blackbird
that on
songs.
ukulele. It's a tough one.
The one, the song that Merdil did for me, I can only pat my foot to it. It's got a real upbeat tempo, but I love it.
Yeah, I've got to use the one he gave for me too. He did a ragtime thing for me.
Nice.
Neato.
Oh, I had to buy my song for $350, huh? And you guys
Yeah.
get it for free.
Yeah,
Well, no, we
You gotta
didn't get
know
them
people.
for free. You paid for ours.
Pay for it in blood, baby.
Well,
Um,
not everybody's a doctor here.
I don't
Exactly.
want to make you feel bad, Doc, but I have 2 of them.
I only play one at the university. I'm not really a doctor, so
Patrick, did you get your plants? I'm just curious because I botched one order and one order came in fine. So I'm just curious. I'm not going to use any heat packs. I'm going to use the old styrofoam exclusively.
Patrick wants to know. He's said he's old school. He wants a magazine he can hold in his hands.
Yeah, I like that hard copy too.
If you'll answer my question, I'll send you one.
I'll try to get some more.
Yep.
Who are you talking to, Bob?
Patrick.
Patrick Hardy.
Get Patrick one.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, Patrick, did you ever find those fish that you were looking for? I forgot what they were.
The platies, the sunset platies.
That's it. Very good, Dee Dee.
He wanted.
Nice,
He was
Does
wanting
anybody
me to.
know what it is yet?
He was wanting
Looks
me to
like
make
a,
a video of mine, and I
one of those
filled out.
fish is behind Dan's fish. If they're
Let's
real pretty
see.
gold ones.
Not a Cory because there's no adipose fin.
Yeah.
There's supposed to be one more fin right here.
And it's probably
But-
not a tetra since there's no adipose.
It is
Oh.
a
We're playing
clown
that
loach.
fish.
Good
I didn't get it
job.
right.
It's
A
a
new
clown
version
loach.
other than one
Good
Steve.
job.
Nice. I would have got it the third stripe by then, I'm
They,
sure.
you
Though.
know, I'm not a doctor for nothing, you know.
That's right. There you go.
No, it's to pay $300 for songs. We know.
That's right. No, 350.
Oh, sorry.
That was what I
But
was
you
working
know what?
from. It's a drawing of one, but I'm going to paint it just like that.
Those are cool fish. I do like the
He
clown
did have
loco.
good intentions because he was trying to keep Eduardo from being able to talk.
Yeah, I outbid Eduardo. You know, instead of 351, I went ahead and bid 355. So I actually got it for 355. But it was a worthy cause, so I'm not
Yeah.
complaining.
Yeah,
too much.
very much so. Very much so.
Oh yeah.
Just about
Yeah,
everybody
Get that bill
realized.
paid. My husband never even saw it.
So, Patrick, you got the plants, but were they viable?
I bought some more mystery snails tonight after we had Ed and I did a Saturday spotlight with Mystery Snail Guardians with
I
Annette.
saw that.
Oh, fun.
So I
like
was
that.
motivated to buy some of Fox Ann's mystery snails.
Oh,
Very good.
Eric Wyrock got some Rack Original Alien Toast and Love. Great. Good for you. Thank you so much. I'm glad you like it.
Patrick, did
Like
you
that?
hear Bob?
Oh,
He wants to know how
Patrick,
the kids
nice.
survived.
Rico, represent with that Betaverse piece there.
I'm no lefty, but I do have a couple pieces. Lefty counted.
Yeah, he had, how many did he have? Like 32?
I was like 80 or something.
Yeah, he had a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, I auctioned those off, right? And Lefty just pushes people out of the way.
The box was full.
Outbids everybody.
Oh, the
But even
plants were
Matt-
okay. Okay.
Yeah, Lefty's got a bunch.
That'll go for it too.
I got these coming along, but you've seen these. They're not new. That one's called Birdwatcher.
Nice.
This one's amphibious.
I'm a bird watcher.
Watching birds go by.
My first art teacher told me abstract art was a sign of mental illness.
I remember you said that. Yeah.
Maybe he's right. I don't know.
He's right.
Nah, I don't.
I agree with that.
I don't
but all
care.
the best people are
There
mentally
you go,
ill.
Ed. That's
I
nice.
think an organized desk is a sign of mental illness. Myself.
This one's called Fun.
It's called what?
Fun.
FUN.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
I always get upset when he says "fu" to me.
I don't paint dark. They're all upbeat. I'll say that.
I love bright colors.
Yeah.
And that's the only one I think I have in this room close to me.
I remember when my one of my daughters went to college and was taking art. She started lecturing me. She told me that one thing she told me that really bugged me was that her art teacher professor told her that nobody had any right to sign their work unless they had a degree in art.
Yeah.
Holy.
So because I didn't go to college, I wasn't supposed to sign my work.
That's really out there.
That is
Yeah.
Pam, do you
Stupid.
mean like the BSMS bullshit, more shit, piled hip deep?
Easy. Dr. Anthony's here. Stop right there.
Well,
No,
that just proves
that's what my dad would say too. Pile
It
higher
just-
and deeper.
it just proves that even smart people can be stupid.
Yep,
Exactly.
that's
Yeah,
true.
and her professor also taught her that realistic art isn't real art.
Yeah.
So we went through that for a while, but about the last 5 or 6 years, one time I posted a painting I'd done, and she was looking at it, and she said, there's actually like really good composition and stuff in that. I was like, yeah, if you break it down to just, forget the realism and just break it down into shapes, So then she started paying a little bit more attention to my work, but for a long time she just thought my work wasn't real work, so it was realistic, and I had no right to sign my name to it. Since I didn't have
There was no real art until we got to modern art, post-neo modern art. There was no art before that.
Yeah,
think I
that's
would've
it.
Signed my name across her forehead.
With urine.
Dimwit.
Bob, did you see Patrick's response?
He said the box was all wet, so the USPS had to work pretty hard because the bags were tied and rubber band and double bagged, but sometimes they can get water out of them.
My box was a little wet too at
Yeah.
one corner.
Well, then they may have leaked. Who knows?
So, but it
But
wasn't
anyway,
bad.
she
But
said
it was clean.
the plants were okay. So I'm thinking it was just too warm to have a heat pack where you were, Dr. Anthony.
Yeah. I'm not worried. Like I said,
Yeah.
you win
There's-
some and you lose some.
Yeah, there's more on the way, and I won't put a heat pack. Well, they're not on the way right now, but
Yeah.
in the very near future.
Well, I'm leaving for Peru on Thursday. Not coming
Not that
back.
near.
Not coming back for 10 days. So
Oh, that's exciting.
All
So
right,
that's
so
why you
wait.
were doing your big water change today.
yeah, that's why I was doing a big water change today. Yeah.
So I'll wait till after then.
Yeah. Wait till April. Yeah.
That's about my speed anyway. So yeah,
I see it.
Yeah.
I hear you.
I couldn't even
I
remember.
understand.
I've still got to send Skipper some and
I
Merdula
don't
some.
stand. No
Oh,
reason
my
to send
box is
Skipper
breaking
any.
up.
He doesn't
Well,
need it.
He begged for some of these platies I got at Walmart, so I'm gonna send him some of those. So
Don't send any to Dee Dee. Dee Dee has too many people sending her plant.
Walmart?
You mind your own business, Doc.
Oh, I know.
yeah, I
She
got
does
it.
have a lot of plants coming.
I know. You know, wasn't for Kelly.
Yeah. I
Kelly, she
also
would have
paid,
anything.
but I paid $400 for some plants.
Oh, my God.
She's like, wait, did I just say that out loud? I saw you sort of. He's not supposed to know. He's not supposed to know.
Yeah. No one was okay. He can't hear.
I'm gonna
Okay.
win that bid. Because it's $400 a minute.
Dee Dee was sending me pictures a while ago.
You weren't supposed to tell nobody.
We were talking on the phone, and so we needed some graphic stuff too.
Graphic. Uh-oh. Graphic
Yeah,
photo.
I sent her a couple too. Also,
Oh, no.
Well, see,
Yeah.
I said something a while ago, and of course, I was being innocent at the time when I said my box was wet. And of course, you know who picked up on that?
Yeah.
I missed that.
Matt did. He said, "Say it again, Dee."
I missed the. Yeah. Well, then I need to look at my packing again. So
Yeah, see, that's why I had to hurry up and get that credit card bill paid.
um,
That's a Molly.
Very close.
And what are these for again, Ed?
Me? I thought it'd be fun to make them and paint them.
Oh, okay. I thought you were doing making them for something special.
No?
Did you ever finish the one above your fireplace?
I was gonna do that today. All I gotta do is screw the stuff together. And the plan was to do it today, but I ended up staining a cabinet today. And it looks fantastic. It's for my mom.
For
And,
her fish tank.
Yeah, I made a whole video on staining it, so it's not going to be very fishy, but it's still for a fishy cause. So, and she loves it, and that's what counts.
I think I met your your mom, Ed, inadvertently in the reflection of a tank. Something you posted, shorts or something. Is that
His mom
possible?
was in shorts.
Good night, Eric Wyrock.
I don't think my mom. Well, she's probably worn shorts. She used to.
No,
be
it was a
tennis player.
shorts. It was the shorts
Video.
video, a shorts video. That still didn't explain it. It was one of those real short videos on Instagram. Yep.
Maybe, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I get disappointed every time I see it. Somebody posts something about shorts, and I click on it.
Yeah.
There's
She
no
was
shorts
she
there.
was hunting. She was hunting a pot or pan or something down low. She kept going back and forth. So I'm like, that's Ed's mother in that reflection.
Yeah, you have to be careful with reflections.
Yeah.
I thought my short today was really funny, but I'm afraid it's probably not going to do too well because it's just snails eating a cookie.
I
But
haven't seen that one yet.
that was funny.
I have to check it out.
It is kind of funny to watch snails eat food.
Oh my gosh! You want me to? Okay, hang on. Do you guys want to see it?
Yes.
Certainly.
Of course.
C is for cookie.
It's only got 18 views.
Oh, we'll have 19 in a second.
Oh, that's really.
That's so funny.
We can't hear it.
Okay, let me turn it up.
What music did you put to it? I did see that, Ed. I did see that
Oh.
after I forgot it.
I keep hitting pause.
Good enough for me. C is for cookie. That's good enough for me. C is for cookie. That's good enough for me. Oh, cookie, stop.
And that's it.
I think that's Cookie Monster singing, is it?
Yeah, it's Cookie Monster singing the C song.
Awesome.
The only thing that he likes that starts with the capitals or with a C or something like that. Or C is for cookie, whatever the song is.
Yeah.
Okay, who has a cricket?
We all saw that one.
I was just going to say, if the crickets bother you, let me know,
No, I just
and I'll mute.
Are there
It's-
any crickets in Peru?
yeah, there's all sorts of things. Big old roaches, crickets,
Ooh.
big butterflies, big moths,
Nice.
lots of insects,
Lots
Weird.
of birds too, right?
lots of birds. Yeah, there's just one bird that really bothers the heck out of me. Sits in a tree right outside the research center and gawks all day long.
What does it say?
He just, it's so annoying. I will record it when I'm there next week, and you can hear this thing.
I'd like to have it. I'd like to have a file of that recording.
It's obnoxious.
I did a recording for Rack before of a bird's call, and he named it.
What do you name it? Richard or what?
He is such a good bird authority. I don't know
Yes.
what are bird people called. It's something really fancy.
This birders.
Ornithologist.
Yeah.
The ornithologists are real scientists. They're educated and they keep data. I'm a birder.
But he knows a lot more than the average bird guy.
Yeah, Rack
And,
knows things.
I just played the song of this bird, and he knew what it was.
Cool.
Birding by ear.
What was the bird?
I don't remember. It was some. It
That
was a Florida
wasted
bird.
educational series. Yeah.
A Florida bird. Okay.
Dr.
I think it
Austin,
was a boat-tailed grackle.
is there any bugs in Peru that really get to you that are just, ugh? Any of them really bother you?
Oh, I cockroaches bother me everywhere.
That
Gotcha.
would get
They
me.
give me the willies. It's one of the few insects that really get to me. And in fact, when I was there in January, one ran over my foot. Crawled over my foot, and oh man, I screamed like a little baby. It's not fun.
Now, when you say cockroach, are you talking about like the palmetto bugs?
Yeah, palmetto bugs, you would call it.
We
Yeah.
call them water bugs. They're big.
Yeah.
We have them here too. Oh,
Yeah.
they're
Are
gross.
those is it dubia or doobie roaches? Are they there?
Oh, Dubai roaches? No, no,
Dubai.
no.
I've got 2 colonies of those, and I got them for food
Yeah,
for reptiles, and they're my pets. I've never fed the first one.
yeah. We
They're
had,
pretty cool.
yeah, we had a couple years ago a little meetup at my house with a bunch of froggers, and I said, I don't care what you bring in my house, but do not bring roaches in. And a lot of people complained that they couldn't bring the roaches in the house to sell them. I said, no, I'm sorry, you can stay outside, but don't bring any roaches in my house. That's
Is there flying
I'm
ones?
with you, brother.
You get
They're-
the flying ones down there.
they
we
are
have those-
flying, yes,
Yeah,
yeah. And there are some really 4 or 5 inches
yeah.
in the rainforest. That fly.
Arizona, there was some like that too.
Yeah.
There was some.
They're here that way. But we're kind of this is considered a rainforest where we live. And so maybe that's why they're bad. I don't know. It's just
I've
gross.
never seen one in here in New York. Never seen a single roach here in New York.
In New York City, in Brooklyn anyway, we had some of those
I bet
great
you-
big
yeah.
flying roaches. And I guess they came up with people coming up from there, in luggage and boxes. I don't
Texas
know.
has some really big ones too.
Jesus.
Well, don't get inside paper bags. Back in the grocery stores, you used to have paper bags. You would empty your
Yeah.
groceries out, and the bag was empty, and then you look in there again. There was a bug this big. They'd be in potato bags.
Mm-mm.
Dr. Anthony, did you say froggers?
Froggers, yes.
I bet we have some mutual acquaintances. I used to be the chairman for International Amphibian Day. It was kind of
Oh.
centered on poison dart frogs.
Yeah, with Chuck Powell. Chuck
Oh,
Powell
yeah.
and I are really great friends. I went
Yeah.
to the very
And,
first frog day
That's
in
funny.
San Jose.
Yeah, exactly. And Tor Limbo.
Yeah, I know Tor. Tor and I are, I
Yeah.
still speak to Tor all the time.
How about that? Small world.
Ants everywhere.
It's a froggy world.
It's a froggy world. Yeah, I used to really
It's the
be
truth.
big into
It's the truth.
dart frogs.
I left the dart frog community to start watching birds. I left the committee, the amphibian committee. It was awesome. It was a great group. I loved it. But I had the birding bug
My wife
really
just
bad.
didn't like the fruit flies crawling around the house all the time.
I
You
had
have a
5
good dinner
years
and
of
you have a
coffee
fruit
and
fly
fruit flies. Yeah.
Yep. So she likes it much better now that that I only have fish now. No
What
more
kind of frogs did you keep?
Reticulatus. I had like 10 morphs of Pumilio. I had a lot of things.
Did you keep any of the terrestrial ones, the larger ones?
No. The only largest one I had was the walking toads, yellow spotted walking toads. That was it.
I did really well with the Azurius and Leucomelas,
Yeah.
Aeratus, and a few species of tricolor.
That
And it
my
was just
first-
like fish. They even stayed in aquariums. They
Yep.
just weren't filled with water.
exactly.
Yeah. Tropical plants. It was all about the plants.
Yep.
There's
We
something
had a
about
lady-
this nature. It's either I mean, once you discover it, it's so addictive. It is like a drug. It's euphoric.
Yep.
We had a lady try to surrender her son's cane toad to the ark a few weeks ago.
Did you just take it home with you?
No, we have chihuahuas there and stuff, so totally couldn't.
We have lots of cane toads in Peru. They're native there, so
Oh,
cane toad, Bufo marinus. Yeah,
I don't know what a cane toad is.
the big old toad.
You don't want to keep them with chihuahuas.
is that Bufo marinus?
Yes.
What's on your what?
That's funny.
A little
That's
sad.
why
We'll take
it's
care of it.
pronounced marinus.
Yeah, you need a tropical toad. Rico
could not. He couldn't help himself on that one.
That was
No.
too good. That was
That was
low-hanging fruit.
served
Yeah.
up on a silver platter.
Yep,
Rico
exactly.
knocked it out of the park.
His leg was probably like going under the table.
Right across the plate.
Uh-oh.
Chihuahuas, you guys shut up.
Well, the crickets stopped when they started.
Yeah.
The crickets like there's predators.
It's like somebody gonna come get us. We don't shut up.
Where are you when you're not in
always had
Peru,
our
Dr.
windows
Anthony?
open.
Are you in California?
Yeah, I'm in Southern California.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Maybe only for a couple more years.
Then permanently down to the research center?
No, when I retire in a couple years, we're gonna probably move up to Oregon.
Okay.
That's
How
where-
are things what's the update on the research center?
I'll find out when I go this week. But we should open the aquarium June 24th. That's the deadline date to open the aquarium.
Did you Google that brand of camera that I use?
Yeah, but when you work on a shoestring budget, that's kind of
That's not the shoestring budget camera.
No, not at all.
No.
We're thinking maybe I looked at the blinks, maybe the blink.
Maybe, the blink is definitely a good starter,
bad
and then
little
you
camera,
can start auctioning art
Yeah.
on a live stream if you want a 24/7 live stream.
Yeah.
Oh, the blink motion camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have some of those. I like them.
That's what I do a lot of my bird photography with.
But we want to.
Oh yeah.
We want to have a live stream of the big 10,000 gallon tank. Like he has for his bird camera. We want to have a continuous 24-hour live stream of that.
I bought a very affordable, less than $150 underwater camera, but I couldn't get the technology figured out for YouTube to go 24/7. And I found a couple of municipalities in Florida that have underwater cameras at their city piers, but I couldn't get anyone at the city or the Visitors Bureau to communicate with me about the technology. So I haven't figured out the underwater camera yet.
Yeah, they do have, like the knockoff GoPros that you can get for like $50-$60 that have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth and all different kinds of connections.
Yeah.
You can control them from your phone.
But if it's underwater, you're going to have to have a cable.
No.
Does the Bluetooth work under the water?
Bluetooth only is like 10 feet, but Wi-Fi will work.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how deep it'll go, but this guy works in the aquariums. So, a couple feet, foot and a half,
You might be the man, Rico, to figure this out. The missing link.
I don't want anything to do with it. This is all you're getting from me is I said this type of
yeah,
camera.
I'm all
That's
in. Here's my camera. I'm done.
It is
Passing it off.
Akaso, AKASO.
That's
Or
a
maybe
good
it's
handle.
Akaso.
Yeah, I bought
I don't
4 of
know.
those little camcorders. They were like less than $30 when I bought them 2 Christmases ago. And the advertisement, unfortunately, was the generation before that said they were motion activated. And then by the time that I got them, they were no longer motion activated.
Yeah, I don't think these ones are.
And that's when I went to the blink.
I like the blinks. I've been using those.
Yeah.
But they're around the house. There are security cameras around the house. So the only thing I don't like about it is I have one on the front door, and there's too much lag with the speaker. So if somebody comes to the front door, I can't talk to them. There's just too much lag.
Yeah.
Sometimes I mess with the kids. Like they'll go outside, and so it tells me somebody's outside, and I'll just make weird noises like caw, or something. And they're looking around and stuff, but they can't talk back to me. It just takes too long.
Yeah, we have the ring, but you can't understand what's say it.
Sorry, Dee Dee, you broke up there. I didn't catch it.
We couldn't understand you, Dee Dee.
I said we have the ring camera.
Oh,
but
yeah.
You can't understand what they're saying. It sounds like the teacher on the Snoopy Charlie Brown.
Hey, you know what? I just thought of, Dr. Anthony. A lot of these 24/7 live streams, especially with animals, they're partnered with other universities. Will select remote locations. If you'd be willing to be a host of a camera for another institution, you might have someone install that for you.
They'd have to come fly to Peru.
Yeah, I mean, and they do. They're international. The ones that I've seen.
That'd be cool.
Hey,
Yeah.
we would sell our soul to the devil right now.
Well, you're keeping native fish, right? It has a value.
Yeah, that's all we have. Well, we have 3 exotic fish, and then the rest are native stuff from Peru.
Are they exotic because they're invasive to the area, or you
Yeah.
just want to keep
No,
them?
they're invasive. It's
Yeah.
the gourami, blue gourami, guppy, and tilapia.
How big did the blue gourami get in the wild?
About the same. They get probably 4 inches max. You know, good 10 centimeters.
Do you have a lot of local buy-in now? You got a lot of local farms started down there for ornamental fish?
We're a few. We're starting to get more and more people. You know, we're working with more and more fish organizations. You know, the fishing co-ops that they have around the area.
Are you doing any retailing of any fish?
Oh no, we don't have anything to do with selling fish at all. Even the fish we produce on site either stays on site, or we're working with the Ministry of Fisheries to try to repopulate some of the species back in. So
That's
yeah,
cool.
we have a lot of people. I get emails every day wanting to get my price list because they think we're an exporter. That's our mandate, is not to do anything like that. So
Yeah, better not to open that can of worms at all.
yeah.
Do you have like merch for fundraising?
The only fundraiser we're doing right now is the raffle for the free trip. That's it. And we will have some merch in the aquarium, in the gift shop, and we'll probably end up having some stuff available for other people, from the U.S. to buy. When I go to fish shows,
Yes.
I usually bring stuff.
Yeah, I mean, a T-shirt for an aquarium YouTuber is fantastic.
Yes.
Edna tonight,
Yep.
Rico held one up. Are you wearing that shirt, or you just have it nearby? You held up Rico. Oh, he's wearing it. He's wearing it.
It was a late birthday present from my wife. This is Stephen P. 2003's channel.
Great guy, by the way.
Can you
Yes.
show us the back?
Sneaky, Ed. Very sneaky.
No, the back is awesome. The back has even cooler looking fish.
Nope, it's not working.
Oh well.
You make me stand up.
No, just spin around in your chair.
Spin around in your chair.
But then his chair hides his back.
I'm not a spinner.
Oh, you are just.
You're one of the
Patrick
coasters,
Hardy's-
not the spinners.
I hope Stephen P isn't here to see this because he.
Patrick Hardy said you look like you just got out of jail.
Stephen P is
and-
here. He's watching this.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
See, I can spin around in mine. It's not just on
You know what?
school.
I'll show it off because Matt sent me the link so I could buy one.
Ah,
Patrick said you look like you just got out of jail, Ed, with the colors.
Yes, that's like prison.
A jumpsuit.
County jail color. Jumpsuit.
This
And when is
back.
the raffle over with again?
Raffle
That's
over the 31st of this month.
Now, Stephen, correct me if I'm wrong. Are the ones on the back all that your kids drew?
No, he had to have done some. There's some really good ones. They aren't all crap.
I wasn't sure what the
Oh,
cutoff
crap.
was. Underwoodosaurus.
And when I say they weren't all crappy, I mean that in a nice way.
Okay.
Jennifer Weaver says when you come to the class, Dr. Awesome seeds a mug.
Well, that could be arranged. That could be arranged.
You had a mug and a cap or something that you put up for the auction.
A mug and a T-shirt. Yeah, it actually sold a lot better than I thought it would sell for.
good.
Do y'all
Good.
sell them too at other times, or was that just special?
Well, we normally give the mugs to people who are on our continuous donor list. I also send mugs to people who have me on their live stream, believe it or not. So that's kind of like, my thank you gift to them. So I have 9 of them to send out on Monday to the various people who's had me on their live stream. So
Maybe that's what I should do, because I've been making appearances like Chattanooga Edley. I can have a whole collection of coffee cups.
Like demanding people give you a cup if they're on your show? Or demand a cup for being on their show?
Get one for being on your show.
So, Pam, you need to paint up a mug and send it to Dr. Anthony.
That one week I was on like 10 times. It seems like every time I turn around, I was everywhere that week.
Didi
What are
already
you
has
working
enough
on, Pam?
plates.
You're being awful
Doesn't need
quiet.
anything.
Oh, I'm just working on a little card.
She's making a list.
I'm checking
Yeah,
it twice.
No,
I'm
not
making
that
a
kind of list. You can see it in her eyes. Look at that evil look.
Everybody needs a list, you know.
They're gonna pay.
Right.
They'll all
My
pay.
run amok list.
You'll
Don't want
pay.
to just like randomly run amok without having a list beforehand.
I
Right.
sent Pam a mug once.
Yes. Yeah, it was a little beaver. A beaver.
See, I don't buy those
Yeah.
mugs very often, even though I like to support them. I get the T-shirts from channels because I don't like those. They're too small. It's a little. That cup is nothing, you know.
Well,
I
I
drink-
sent her a beaver one. It's a big one.
Yeah, it's a big one with a beaver. It's shaped like a beaver and it says I don't give a damn.
So
Yeah,
Ed
but
has
get
a
you
big
Taylor's
beaver.
Aquatics. They're tall.
Is it
Good
hard to
looking,
drink
Bob.
out of?
How'd you do that?
Bob actually paid for the shipping on that mug.
I just stretched it, heated it up. No, Zazzle.
Oh,
See, I drink. You know, I like big cups.
You like big boy?
cannot lie.
Me too. Me too.
You know, so I just don't. But I did buy one of Ed and James's mugs, and it got broken. So see, that's what happens when I buy mugs anyway. So I'll stick to the shirts; they don't break. I do have like a dozen though, of fish fam T-shirts. I got about a dozen of them now.
I wish I could find all mine. I've bought so many over the years.
Has anyone seen the Aquaticon T-shirt design? Is it going to be the logo?
I have not seen it. Have you, Ed?
I have not. They're keeping it a secret.
You're going to that, right, Rack?
I don't know.
Come
It
on,
depends on if it's a
Rat.
good shirt.
Come on, Rack.
you gotta go, Rack. Come on, man. Come
He
on,
doesn't
Rack.
like doing things on Saturdays.
Yep, I got a lot going on.
Really?
Yes. Well, that time, I mean, I've
Yeah.
been a hermit for 2 years, and I've got my pond maintenance scheduled prior to that, so I'll be free to roam about the outdoors.
I've never been to a large aquatic gathering. I mean, local fish swaps, but
I
I've
swear
been to-
they're fun. They're amazing.
Oh yeah, I've been to several aquaticons, and I'm going to one in a couple of weeks here, local in Chattanooga. But never a fish thing. I'll be there for sure.
I
Stephen-
hope I am.
Stephen, I don't know if it's been finalized or not. I think it maybe has been.
I think so, because I think the other night when Lefty was talking about it, that what's her name, Callie, was in the chat.
Yep.
I think so.
Yeah, and that logo is really only going to be used for the website, and a pamphlet or something. That's about it, really. Although, depends on what we actually end up sponsoring. It might be used in other places as well, but it's not going to be on a shirt or anything like that, as far as I know. I think we're going to do something different for stuff like that. Wow, look at that.
Oh, cool.
Look at you go, Ed.
What do you think?
I
Swordtail.
think our name-
Yeah.
Tell.
Nice.
That was my second choice.
That's
Yep.
good.
You,
Oh,
Good.
you got it from the jawline.
Yep.
Ah, they drop him. Now he has keyboard marks on him.
Now he's a Molly again.
But no,
Yeah, he's a Molly again.
Or a female. Hey, nice on a podium there.
Thank you.
That looks
Fat.
great, dude.
Thanks. And
Albino
these are going to be
sword
neat to
tails.
paint.
And he just got it broken.
Now you can check the depth of the snow.
Yeah.
Okay. That was an old joke.
Hey, Joe Stan.
Okay. How much time do we have? Do we have time for one more?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to start.
We've still
Ooh, but I
got
better
over half
drink
an
some
hour.
The swig. Y'all
Yep.
say swig up north?
Like
Are
take
you
a
calling
swig?
us up north?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I wonder who's lower in longitude, you or me? What's your longitude?
No. Yeah, we all know our longitude right now.
I used to know it.
I'm at 35
I used to know it because
north.
weather station sighting.
Yep.
Well, you know, I got old and I had my telephone number and address tattooed, but I didn't get my longitude.
And where did you get those other ones tattooed?
Well, where you could see them, I don't necessarily have to see them.
Well, I'm going to lie. I actually looked up my longitude and latitude earlier today.
That
Just
is
because I was
pretty cool, eh?
interested in the snow.
What's your latitude? Oh,
You have a changes in attitude?
Good night, Daniel.
Changes of latitude.
yeah, it's a
Yep.
Jimmy Buffett
Change your
song in there
attitude.
somewhere.
Change that attitude.
I do know that we're 315 feet above sea level.
Oh, I'm
That's not very much.
1,010. I know that too because I checked that when I first moved here.
Oh, and you know,
I'm at 7,165 feet above sea level.
yeah,
You're
I
7
was,
times
Wow,
higher.
man.
I was looking at the highest point in each of the states. Florida, lowest by far. I was thinking like Kansas and Nebraska would also be among
You got
the
the
lowest.
lift.
Well, not like that. Only one direction, towards Colorado,
Yeah.
and their
Well,
high
I was
point
doing
is
the
very
continent.
close. It's like right on the edge of Colorado. It's one all the way.
Well,
All right.
you got
I
to think
didn't
those
realize,
plates
but
are
I've
hitting
got an
to make
app
them
for
out.
that.
Got an app.
Outside of town here on the way to Cheyenne, when you got to climb like a
You're
summit,
higher.
and it's at 8,000 feet, but it has the highest point of the Transcontinental Railway is here,
Gotcha,
just outside of town.
Mike. We are not flat. Damn it. Yes, you
I'm
are.
6 inches above sea level.
I owned land in Mountain City, Well, I did. My dad owned land in Mountain City, Kansas, and it was a mound in the middle of Kansas, and it had like forest and lakes. It was real nice.
We have a lot of drumlins, and I mean it's. I mean the Adirondacks. There's a lot of mountains, not like the Rockies or anything, but there's a lot of mountains. It's a beautiful, beautiful area. But even around here, it's constant. It's not. I mean, you don't get to see the horizon. You know, it's right there because it's all like this. You know, it's just there's all kinds of drumlins and little hills and stuff all over the place.
Well, here, I know I've told this
Escarpment.
story before, but probably a lot of people haven't heard it. But here, up on the hill above town, up on the summit, there's a statue that the railroad put up, and for it being the highest point of the Transcontinental Railway, and it was supposed to be a big shovel with the two brothers that made the shovels that they used to make the Transcontinental Railway. But they hired an artist to do it, and instead of doing the shovel like it was supposed to be, it's like a big pyramid with their faces on the sides of it. And so that was screwed up. But then in the I think it was in the 1940s, this guy here in Laramie, a lawyer here in Laramie, figured out that this big monument that the railway had put up wasn't actually on railway land. So he turned around and filed a homestead on it. And then once it went through and stuff, he sent the railway a letter stating that they either had to pay him by the month to have this monument on his land, or he was going to sell it out to advertisers to put advertisements on the side of it. So the railway got upset, and they sent some representatives out with instructions to buy that land from him no matter what, right? So they sent some of their lawyers and stuff, and they got this guy locked into a room and convinced him that what he had done was illegal, and they could get him and the people that signed, witnessed him, on his Homestead Act, they could put them all in jail, which wasn't true at all, but they had him in a locked room and they convinced him it was. So they ended up getting the land from him in exchange for 2 plots of land in Laramie, which at the time were worth like $300. But at the time, the lawyer had like a $30,000 check in his back pocket to give him to buy the land, but they didn't use it. So he kind of got screwed on that deal. But the whole thing, like from beginning to end, was such a mess. Like everything went wrong. And the lawyer's name here in town was Murphy. His last name was Murphy. And that's where the saying Murphy's Law came from. Because everything that could go wrong with that statute did go wrong. And that's where the saying Murphy's Law came from, which I thought was pretty cool.
Oh, that's a cool story.
Excellent, Pam.
I like stuff like that. I know it's just kind of a silly story, but I like learning stuff like that, where sayings came from.
He may not have been just trying to cheat
more than
the
anything,
system.
though.
The what?
Craig, that one didn't. Oh, sorry, Didi. Go ahead.
The Murphy's Law is practiced more than any other law.
Yep.
Craig,
You
that
know,
one did not.
Yeah, so Murphy's Law originated here in Laramie, Wyoming.
he may not have actually bought the land because the railroad wanted it. Because if he traded it for other land instead of going for the cash, maybe the railroad just tried to paint him out to be a bad guy.
Yeah.
Just saying, I don't know. I'll just shut up.
Work on your art.
It was a good theory.
Rico dropped off.
Oh my God!
Is
He
rebooted.
said his router was rebooting or something.
Yeah, he has to get some more booty, he said.
He went to get some booty.
It
Yeah,
was Saturday night.
yeah.
Well, she's
Rebooty.
asleep snoring.
Well, that don't matter to a lot of people.
Okay, so that's what you got for a body.
Got an upturned mouth. It's supposed to have an upturned mouth?
Yep. Do you want me to put the mouth in? I'll put
No,
the
no,
mouth
no,
in.
no. I just, so when I think about the guess, that's all.
There's the mouth.
Kind of looks like a pupfish of some sort.
Ooh, I love pumpfish.
So do
Pupfish.
I.
It's
I was
not,
going to
though.
say that looks just like these fat gobies over here. Super gobies.
All these fish I'm doing are very common to the hobby. And they'll be fun to paint, if that helps.
Are you going to give that one a tail?
It'll have all that stuff.
A Molly.
Nope. Okay. Keep going with more stories.
A rainbow fish.
Oh, it does look like a body of a rainbow fish. It was a little bit more longer, though. But yeah, it does, now that I see it.
My rainbow fish are so pretty right now.
That's because of all your nice plants.
What do I do? They were somebody's turned on right now. He's all fired up.
That's awesome.
Oh, Liquid Zeus putting their coordinates out there.
I'm always off chat when Matt says something funny.
Oh, I could go. I could have said something mean about Matt, but I don't want to because he's a nice guy. And he
You
likes
guys
to
are always
get
mean to
feisty.
Beta would be cool.
Or Rico's always giving Matt the lip.
Well, you know.
Gotta give it to him. He needs it.
I can't say anything bad about him because he helps me out too much. Every time I have a technical problem, he helps
can't
me.
let him know that.
And he lives close to my uncle, so if something ever happens, I'll like call him up and say, "Hey, can you take care of my uncle?"
Good Lord, I said something nice about him in one of my videos, and he found out about it.
Uh-oh.
My uncle?
No,
Now, wait a
Matt.
minute. Oh, Matt was okay. I thought you were serious, Matt.
What were you saying nice about him?
I was just talking about he actually won that box of spices within seconds.
Oh yeah, on Stephen P's.
Yeah,
Man,
he's sweet like that.
Why
I
are
had
people
like
so
a
nice
50
to you, Dee Dee?
Bart,
Why are people so nice to you?
I have no idea.
Well, she's the sweetest girl in the world.
Yeah, Joseph, I'm in witness protection.
She's almost as sweet as Pam.
Oh my God, Ed.
Yeah, I got him full. I'm a Hellcat.
What?
I did a short with my cat in it yesterday. Got 1,500 views and not a single sub. I think
Well,
people
pretty
just
good.
expect you to put cat videos up.
If you had a cat channel, maybe you'd get subs.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that's an idea, Ed.
What?
Nico could be his own star.
I know.
You
Well,
know,
maybe I'll have him take over while I'm gone.
Okay.
Oh, no. I lost a sub. I had hit 300 and I lost one, so I'm still down to 299.
I'll sub back Diddy if it means that much to you.
Oh well, maybe next week.
Well,
I'm gonna have to pay the full price at the Clash.
Better sub. Get over there and subscribe.
I gotta buy my Clash ticket.
Yeah, but Ed has 15,000 or 150,000.
150,000.
Yeah, Ed's gonna have a whole auditorium for himself there.
That's
Right.
it, yeah.
In the fish fam room.
I'm glad I knew Ed when.
Yeah, I'll never forget what Bob did for me.
Hi, BJ.
Ma'am, I think Patrick is flirting with me. You're not supposed to read that comment.
When we're done here, I'm gonna have to cook all these guys.
Yeah, it's always good to cook your fish.
This
Sounds like
one, you
Bob-
can really see the gill plate.
Sounds like Bob is peeing.
Looks like I'm peeing.
It sounds like it.
I wish I could get my leg up that high anymore.
Oh gosh.
There he is.
Did we ever talk about that bathroom at Mount Eagle with the people? Anthony would probably love to hear this, and so would Dee Dee.
Sure,
What
I'd love to
happened?
hear it.
TRB.
Refresh my memory.
Bob and I went to Mount Eagle, which sounds like a very majestic place, unless you go into the McDonald's bathroom.
Right. Oh yeah. Yeah.
All the managers must be like women, and they don't check the boys' bathroom. They just ask the boys, "Did you clean it?" And they probably say, "All yes." Bob was going to go in there with bleach and start cleaning. It was so bad.
Yeah.
It was. I couldn't. I went in there and tried to pee, but I couldn't because the smell was just so bad. I couldn't even pee. That's bad.
Well, chances
Yeah,
are they didn't clean the women's bathroom either.
It was
Well-
worse than a Johnny on the spot.
It burned our eyes. You couldn't breathe.
Oh,
Wow,
Pneumonia.
that was some hot stuff.
and it was just, it didn't smell like just one guy had diarrhea. It smelled like a million
Smelled like
guys
urine.
had a million guys had bladder infections,
Yep.
and they brought their cat with a bladder infection in with them.
And you had to smell the urinal. I mean, be right there on it. You know, Jesus. I warned Dad it was so bad. I'm like, hold your breath.
And I'm like, Bob, I really got to go to the bathroom. I can hold my breath, and I couldn't because, and I was like, I'll just not breathe through my nose, and then I started thinking, oh my God, I'm breathing through my mouth, and so then I just start gagging.
It's in my mouth.
Tasting it all.
Yeah.
So you have
And
to
that was
your clothes.
That was the topic of our meal, of course.
Yeah.
Um,
The food was good.
When I was a kid, I worked at a pizza place, and one night we're closing, and the manager had her kids in there, and I'm in the bathroom cleaning the bathroom. You know, that's what you do at closing time, right? Well, her son walks in, eating a piece of pizza, sets it on the urinal, goes to the bathroom,
Oh my
picks
God.
up the piece of pizza, takes a bite, and walks out. And I,
Oh my God.
Oh my God. So he died with hepatitis how much later?
he
Jesus.
probably could live through anything now. He's like those roaches, you know.
Yeah.
Get all the,
I had a boss
Probably.
man that they had a couple of toilets in the men's bathroom, but they didn't have doors, but they had stall walls. So
Yeah.
if you were going down to the last one, I guess they could see everybody. But my boss man always took his honey bun and his cup of coffee in there and just eat it while he was taking a poop.
Gross.
Ugh.
So gross.
Well, we had a guy at the factory that never ate during lunch because he would take his food into the guy's bathroom. And he would eat tacos, bowls of chili, and he'd go into the lunchroom, get his food, heat it up, and then walk into the bathroom and sit in a stall and eat.
Oh my
And
God.
it's like,
Uh-uh.
and this is a big bathroom. I mean, there's like 8 or 9 stalls that guys are constantly going in and out. I mean, oh, so gross.
I used to work with a nurse, and she was a great cook to bake, and she would bring things in. And the other girls, the other late nurses, I was a nurse then, and the other nurses said, don't eat her stuff. Take it, but don't eat it. She doesn't wash her hands in the bathroom. And I'm like, are you serious? A nurse?
Yeah, you think they would
Oh,
know
I
better,
didn't.
especially, you know?
I didn't, not too much after that.
Well,
There's
you
a
can
Seinfeld
bet
episode.
that, like Joe Stan says, y'all went to that place. You can bet if they didn't even bother to take care of the bathroom, that they probably didn't wash their hands either. The sink would be too dirty.
That was the Seinfeld episode when they went to Poppy. Poppy didn't wash his hands. You know, I think he had like an Italian restaurant. He was, I'm making something really good for you.
Oh, yeah.
And Seinfeld went in the bathroom and watched him go to the. He didn't watch him go to the bathroom, but he came out of the stall and didn't wash his hands. And Seinfeld couldn't eat the food after that. And he got him busted. He turned him in.
I used to be mean about that at the factory. I mean, and we're just working in a factory. But if I saw a kid or a guy walk in there and not wash his hands, man, I let everybody know. I'd wait till he walked to the lunchroom. I'd say, hey, you didn't wash your hands. And everybody would look at him.
Don't wash your hands.
Man.
Oh, yuck. Krispy Kremes.
Oh.
Dunkin'. I can't tell. Donuts, whatever they're.
Oh, God.
Guess he didn't want to share with anybody for sure.
I guess it's efficient, you know.
Yeah.
Or he stole those from the lunchroom.
Pack it in, pack it out. Well, I'm glad I came back.
Let it out. Take it in, let it out. Oh my God.
You guys remember that tonight is daylight savings time.
Oh,
Oh, that's right.
this is the worst night of the year because we lose an hour of
Party
sleep.
pooper.
Yep.
See what happens when you move away from Arizona, Rico? You have to worry about these things, huh?
And
I
when I
was
was a kid,
I was gonna start going to the gym tomorrow, but that's the hour that I lost. So
Right.
you know,
when I was a
Maybe
kid, I
next
lived
year.
in northern
Yeah.
Indiana too, and they didn't do it either back then. I think they do now, but northern Indiana by South Bend, they didn't do it either. So I moved from there to Arizona. We never did it. Wasn't
Yeah,
until I moved to New York.
when I was
I
growing
think
up, we would get television stations from Arizona, and depending on what time of year it was either an hour later or 2 hours later. So you never knew, when I was a kid, when your TV show was going to come on.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
gosh.
Yeah, we got TV from Yuma, which is right on the border there in
Yeah.
California. So
Yeah. I never liked Yuma.
no,
Doesn't somebody in the fish fam live there?
yeah, Mexicali Aquarius lives in Yuma. Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
That's one place I don't. No offense to Mr. Mexicali, but I never liked Yuma.
Yeah. Well, it's a big marine town, but other than that, there's nothing there.
Yeah, sand dunes.
Yeah,
It's
Algodones to go, eat Mexican food across the border.
it's when people think of Arizona, that's really what's in a lot of people's minds. They don't think
Yeah.
about places like Flagstaff or
Yeah,
Oak Creek Canyon
Sedona.
or Sedona. Yeah, all those
Right.
beautiful areas.
Pine
I
Top.
think of Flagstaff.
You get a lot of snow in Arizona in the northern parts.
Yeah.
Well, even in Mount Lemmon, which is way down by Tucson,
Yeah.
there's a lot of snow in there. Why Are We Always Yelling lived in Lake Havasu, which is routinely one of the hottest places in the United States.
Yep.
Even beats. I think the average temperature is higher there than it is in Death Valley. Average temperature throughout the whole year.
And the
wow, I didn't know
humidity
any
there
place
too
was
is
hotter than
terrible.
Death Valley.
Lake Havasu has the London Bridge.
Yep.
A guy he thought it was the real London Bridge. He bought it from somebody in England, and he thought he was buying the London Bridge. That's where that story came from.
Oh my God.
I got a bridge to sell you.
But did he get a bridge?
He got a bridge. Yeah,
Oh.
it's a bridge. It's just not the London Bridge.
Bridges aren't easy to get.
No.
Because London Bridge is falling down.
That's just. I go to Etsy. I mean, they got bridges on there all over the place. Some handmade ones too. Very pretty.
Some people have bridges in their mouths.
No, it's the other way, Patrick. It's spring forward and fall back. So when it's 12 o'clock, it'll be 1 o'clock. Right?
That's
Am I
right. Correct.
But technically, it changes at what, 2?
2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah.
So
So
when it's 2 o'clock,
So
it'll
what
be
if-
3 o'clock.
What if an old person should pass away before the time comes back? You're cheated an hour?
Yeah. Maybe you didn't pass.
That sucks.
But you know what? The bars, most nightclubs close down at 2, but at 2 they have to stop supposedly. But it's like, well, there's still 2 an hour later. Why can't you stay open?
Ham, these Bulgarian. Have to think of the word vulgar, and then Bulgarian comes. That you really liked are mean. I mean, they're not mean, but you know what I mean. They get all in everybody's business over one little grant. See, he didn't attack him, but they are mean. There you go.
Those are the Bulgarian greens.
Yes, I got 8 of them, and I lost one. Right, immediately, but the other 7 are great. I've got 3 in another tank. I've got to start sorting angels out by species because these guys are ready to spawn, big enough to spawn.
Yeah, you don't want them to pair up with the wrong ones.
No, I definitely don't. Not these guys.
Edward, show us your art.
Okay, let me just work on this fin real quick. And he still has a couple more to go.
Hey, Ed. There you go.
It's a barb.
Yes, it is. And if
Oh.
I had color on it, you know exactly which one. it is.
Cherry barb.
Tiger barb.
Tiger barb.
Oh,
This is the image I'm using.
Barbara
Oh,
Eden.
nice.
Barbara Eden, yep. She was cherry, wasn't she?
Mhm.
How are you going to prepare those, Ed?
Well, I'm just going to put them on a cookie sheet and cook them.
Okay. Are you
I
going to
see.
paint them before or after you cook them?
Am I going to do what?
Paint
Oh.
them
Oh, I paint them afterwards.
with acrylic paint?
Yeah. I wish I had a kiln where I could actually use glazes
Yeah.
and stuff. But the thing
They're
with
not
glazes
practical.
is it's really hard to get the right color because you have to have the temperatures just right for glaze to come out just how you want it. And if you put too much, it runs real bad because it turns into glass, basically. I used to have to run the kiln at the college when I was a TA my last year. And people were always getting mad at me. And it's like, look, I'm here on Saturday. I push the button. What else you want from me? You know, there's like these little plastic things you put in, and as it gets hot, it melts, and when it bends over, it hits the button and it turns off the kiln. It's not like I use a stopwatch or anything. You know.
Well, it was good you were using your diplomacy.
Yeah.
You could have signed your name on their
Exactly.
forehead.
I mean, I was the photography guy for a year, or the first year, and then the whole art department the next year. So I could help them with all the photography stuff they needed.
I took ceramics, but I didn't really take the class. I wasn't old enough. I didn't have to do it. The glaze stuff was always pretty, but but once you do the glaze, that's all you can do.
Yep. I took ceramics too, but part of the benefit of taking the class is you never have to turn on the kiln. Somebody else does that for you, or at least
That's
they did
true.
at my school.
Yeah, all we had to do was just sit out the corner and she loaded it up and she got a whole thing full of that full.
My one professor had
Maggot?
a walk-in kiln, and it was really neat because he would take salt and throw it in the room, and the salt would fall all over the different pots that he had, and then it would form crystals like in the mold or in the glaze. It was so neat.
He was the Jackson Pollock of ceramics.
Yeah. His name was Guy.
Guy.
I don't know what his last name was. He just always wanted to be called, just call me Guy.
It's always been a weird name, Guy.
Yeah, one of my cousins' name is Guy.
Or
It
if
was,
you're Canadian, it's D.
Yeah.
Well, we don't like them.
Yeah.
We had a guy come to the house when I was a kid, did some work at the house for something, and my dad got into an argument with him, and he kept calling him Guy, and I thought he was just being like, because he was like, hey guy, just I thought he was just, but that was his name, which I found out later. And my dad wasn't even upset with him; they were just having a conversation. But the way he said it it just stuck with me all those years. Hey guy.
I knew a guy. I think he's in prison now.
Guy?
Guy. His daddy was Guy, and they called him Guy.
Guy squared?
Just
Guy on
they were
guy?
mean as heck, though. They were very mean people.
See, it's looking more like a tiger barb when I get that fin on there.
Oh. Goose Not Maverick said he worked with a guy that was short for Giuseppe. I think that's how it's spelled. Yeah, that's got to be close.
Oh, and they called him Guy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You have Guy
Yeah.
Fieri.
Yeah. Flavor Town.
Yeah, now he is Bubba's guy. Bubba's
So
guy.
Funk's real
Guy.
birthday. Funk's real birthday is the 15th. Huh.
I
did not know
wrote it down so that I remember if I'm on the straight path.
Boy, barbs have really weird dorsal fins. They're just little bitty things that turn out they're sideways.
done a really good job on that, Ed.
Now look at this guy. Oh no, never mind. Oh, you know what? This bottom one was supposed to be two of them that fan-tailed out. That would have made more sense.
Looks like a rudder.
Can you split it?
Um,
I'll take a knife and split it and fan them out.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be too bad of a fix.
Would be too difficult for me, but Ed can do it.
When Ed's doing crafts, I hate to miss a show.
aw.
Like Thursday night, I was so tired, but it's like, who knows what Ed will make tonight, and I'd hate to miss it live.
Well, I didn't do much this week because of I'm not going to do one for another month probably.
Yeah.
Look at how pretty these fins are, though. You can see right through them. They almost
Yeah,
look like they're
that's
fluorescent.
awesome.
Yep.
It's gorgeous.
Like
Don't
they
you
have
all have your
glass.
lights on timers?
I do in my fish room.
Yeah, I can't. You know, it's 1 o'clock there on the East Coast, and people still have their lights on.
No, I don't get up, Dr. Anthony, till 11 or 12 on an early day.
Oh, okay.
My
Yeah,
lights
if I
go
can get
off
them
at
on by
2.
2. Sorry, Ed, by 2, they're
My
not
light's on the
timers.
way out. One of them's already turned off, the other one's a little bit behind it.
The East Coast people like to party all night.
Yeah.
Well,
I guess so.
Right,
Not
Peter?
anymore.
I'm a night owl. I think.
Me too.
if I've got a stream going late at night, I want to make sure the lights are on.
Right.
But sometimes when I do earlier shows, like on the rare occasion that I'm awake or not having to take my mom and dad somewhere, and I can be with Rico, you'll see my lights in the background are all off.
And Patrick Hardy wants to know if there's any way to buy your art, something small like what you're making now.
I don't know if you can really consider what I'm doing art.
Oh, I
Sure.
think it is.
Yeah,
What
I
do
think
you
it
think
is.
art?
Definitely.
Definitely it's
For
hard.
sure. For sure.
Well, I think you guys are all being nice. I don't know.
I wish I could do half as good as you.
I
And I got a diver bell I made.
a what?
A diver bell.
Where?
I made it from the store to my house.
Oh, I was about to say that's incredible. Where did you get that?
I got that at the little LFS down the street. But I thought, you got one. Everybody's got one. I need one too.
That's
so
right.
I got one.
Could you look to see what brand name that is? Did it have like a label on it? Because I actually collect
No, it doesn't. have
fish
one.
ornaments. I just keep them in a carry cabinet. I don't keep them in my tanks. But I love fish things. Or I love bells and stuff. And
No, it doesn't have. It's not a bar.
I've never seen that thing. Well, Bob, that's something new we got to look for.
Right.
Oh,
I
man,
got the
Bob.
one for Christmas that farts. One of the volunteers at the Ark. Remember that?
Yeah. Crazy.
But Ed, I'm gonna send you this one.
No, that's yours.
Yeah, I'll send you this one. I can get another one.
Oh, well, I'll send you the cash for it
No,
someday.
That sounds like a nice thing to do, Didi.
I know.
You're
All
a
these
good
people
woman.
doing sweet things for me, I have to pay it forward, you know.
Well, you're a good woman,
I'm
though.
about me right now, so if I don't,
Oh, I can't see anything for reflection.
I'm gonna have to do something good for Dee Dee
I'm glad
someday.
you got your underwear on tonight, Bob.
Huh?
I'm glad you have your underwear on tonight. It just reflects.
Oh, I thought you said you finally got my underwear.
How does
Nothing
does that look
wrong.
all right?
That looks
Packages
awesome,
for your
Ed.
packages.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That looks great, Ed, right there.
Maybe I can make. This is a lot of fun.
Hi, Ed.
Once we once we I start making a bunch of these, maybe I'll send you one, Patrick. You
Awesome.
definitely deserve it for all that you've done for everybody.
You know what that reminds me of, Ed? Those wood carvings of fish I got from Project Piaba.
Oh, I have mine still. It's always behind me when I do my shows downstairs.
I can still get those.
I wanted to do that wood carving fish, but the one time I did it, I gouged my hand really bad, and I was like, I don't like this. But I think I would still like to do it.
Can you still get those wood carvings
No,
from Project
you
Piaba?
didn't.
It was something they just picked up on a trip from the locals.
Okay.
So there wasn't an actual supply chain. So it's a
Okay.
question mark.
I saw one at Aquashella, I think.
Makes sense.
I think it was the Dallas Aquashella. I think I may have put this little fin too high.
Hey, Sandy.
Sandy's back, home from work.
Dee Dee, I love it when you wear that little blue halter top.
Is that
It's not a halter top, it's a shirt.
they have just little bitty fins on the side. I think I got it in the right spot. The tiger barbs have really big eyes, so I was trying to get the eye to the right proportion.
But there's no question which fish it is. You can tell that for sure.
Yeah, clearly.
Well, thanks.
See, this is a shirt.
So
Okay,
Ed,
go
you're
back. Oh, there you go.
I
wonder if
missed
Dee Dee
it.
knew that.
Damn it, I missed it. I was getting food out. What's shaking, Dee Dee?
My tassels, my
Everything.
fringes.
Oh, you got tassels, huh?
Yeah.
You know, I looked up that song, A Tisket, A Tasket. Remember that story, that crazy story I told
Yeah.
maybe last week? And that's a real song, like from 1938.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a tasket, a green, yellow basket.
Exactly. Yeah, I thought he was just being silly. Well, he was, but it's a real song.
Okay, it's done.
Let's see. Nice.
Very nice.
Now I just need to paint it, and the painting's going to be so much fun because, I mean, they're just a fun fish.
Yeah.
That's what, I went with stripes with this guy too because he's going to be fun.
Yeah.
I don't know.
When
what
you
I'm
do a
gonna-
discus, I want your discus.
See, the discus I was thinking about, but there's so many. I was thinking maybe do a plakat. But the painting of the discus will. Oh, a discus. I was thinking
A discus,
Better.
yes.
I was looking at. I also looked at the discus, but they're so round.
Oh, biscuit cutter. Done.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I bet your mother's got something that'll work. Yeah.
So Sue says, Dee Dee, there's a tassels. Top tassels.
My first discus were actually discus Han discus.
Oh, those are good ones.
Yeah, how bizarre is that? I went to Chicago to buy angelfish at the cichlid convention that was up there. And there was this huge rainstorm, and nobody got their fish in except for Hans because he came in like a day early. And I was like, well, I've never, because this is like in the mid 90s when discus weren't like super popular. And I mean, I was looking at them and they looked so pretty. I ended up getting his blue snake skin and red snake skin ones, and they were about the size of a quarter. They were $25 each, and they were just awesome fish for years. They were neat. I was like the only guy in St. Louis with discus for the longest time. Especially nice, high quality ones.
Ed, how are your blue platies doing from Petco?
Oh my gosh, they're getting prettier and prettier.
Yeah.
The Green Lanterns,
Yeah, Green Lanterns.
Yeah.
I can never remember the name.
and they are not afraid of me at all anymore. They know I'm food, and they just come right up to me and everything. At first, they were like always afraid of me.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
having all those yahoos in that Petco looking at them.
Yeah.
And the trio that you picked out for me are gorgeous. I lost
Oh,
one,
awesome.
evidently. I was afraid I had, but guess what? There's one of them. The lights, everything. Guess what the other two are? Males.
I got you 2 males.
Well, I don't think we could tell the sex because I definitely thought there was that one big male there and then 2 smaller females, but one's missing. Or if it is not, it's hiding very, very well. I haven't been able to find it. And then there's a small one. Of course, it's going to hide as a male. There it is. But yeah, it's a male.
Well, he had a big podium.
Yeah.
A flat one.
Yeah.
Well, darn it. Well,
We'll see.
I'd say
I'm
go back.
I'm gonna look and see if I can find more females, not just one. You know, they might be online.
I didn't even check to see what mine are. I just, I got the 7 of them and figured somebody's going to be a girl.
Well, didn't he say something like he wasn't good with sex in them?
Yeah, he couldn't do it at all. He didn't know how to do it. But it looked like I got you 2 fans and one got a podium. I thought, but I guess I didn't.
Well, I thought the same thing, but all of a sudden this one showed up with a hoo-ha, got a podium.
Well, I'm sorry, buddy.
That little booger right there.
Bob, what's the big plant in the opposite corner? Is that water sprite?
It's just water sprite or water
Okay.
wisteria.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot I had that, Dee. Is it water sprite, Dr. Anthony, or
I
wisteria?
don't know. It looks like water wisteria, but they, when they're both submerged,
Yeah.
they look very similar.
Yeah, they do. That's what I was telling Dee
Yeah.
today. And some people swear it's one or the other. I don't care. It just grows. It's what's growing out of that tank over there where the
Yeah, you can't
Ghost
find that
fish.
around me anymore.
you can't.
No, it's hard to find.
Well, I'll send you that too because I throw that away and you can't kill it. So this is some of the moss I got from Monica Lynn.
It does not grow for me. I can't do the water sprite at all. I've tried
Really?
different sources. It hates my water.
I throw it
Absolutely.
away.
I grow most of it out in the tub in the summer and it's just there. Comes up 2 feet out of the tub.
I've tried just floating it. I've tried putting the substrate. I've tried it from different sources, and every time it just it lasts for about a month and just fades away.
Huh. Well, you
It
know
just
it.
does not like me.
It did that on somebody else I sent it to. It might have been Just Shrimp Granny or Skipper or both. I don't
I think
know.
Skipper said he has a hard time with it too.
Yeah, might have been him too.
I need to go to sleep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it's time to end the stream because I haven't eaten yet today and I'm starting to get
You
hungry.
better go eat. Or you can just leave us here. I'll make sure Ed behaves.
Yeah, right.
Ed's just waking up. Ed's just getting going.
So I'm going to tell everybody good night.
Stop, you two.
And thank you everybody for
Come here.
coming up.
Come here.
And good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night,
All right,
Pam.
so long, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Toodles.